Chasing 700 is sponsored by CarShield.
Coming into tonight's game, the Cardinals hadn't scored an earned run in their last 34 innings. The offense has decided to go into hibernation at the exact wrong time. The Cardinals do have the highest OPS against lefties in all of baseball this year, and they were hoping to get back on track against the lefty tonight in San Diego. Not going great so far. You'd think Blake Snell would be the curse for the Cards Blues. You'd be wrong. Here he strikes out Albert, who's hitless tonight, as is the rest of the Cardinals through 6 innings, something to keep an eye on. Padres get a run in the second on this RBI single from Austin Nola, and right now that's good enough for the lead. Padres are winning 1-0 in the 6th. Like I said, no hitter for Snell right now. Well, for years, when you heard Hell's Bells by AC/DC at Petco Park, you knew the game was likely already over. That was because Hall of Famer closer Trevor Hoffman was coming in. This season, the Cardinals have a dominant closer of their own, and he's channeling some of those Hoffman vibes. Helsley has thrown 103 miles per hour, has only allowed 8 runs all year, and now has his own Hell's Bells show to enter a game. And he loves his new theatrical entrance at Busch Stadium.
I think it's really cool. You know, I'd never really watched baseball growing up. Had no idea that was his song or anything like that. And but it's been cool to use that song and have the fans, get excited.
All right, let's talk about this Cardinals outfield for a second. It certainly hasn't played out quite how the team envisioned it at the start of the season. When he hasn't been hurt this year, Tyler O'Neill has underperformed. Harrison Bader is now a New York Yankee, as you just saw. And Dylan Carlson has regressed from his previous season. Down in the minors, the Cardinals have moved Uber prospect Jordan Walker to the outfield to help fast-track him to the big leagues. And while it may not be time to talk about 2023 just yet, John Mozeliak admitted to us that Walker could push his way into the plans faster than initially thought.
I think he had a really good year, and we're really excited with what we're seeing, but the good news is we don't have to rush that. But if someone asked me if I had to put my life on it, do I think he'll be in the big leagues at some point in 2023? It wouldn't surprise me. 2022
has been a racing fan's dream in St. Louis. Worldwide Technology Raceway has already hosted NASCAR and IndyCar, and next week the NHRA comes back to town. The Midwest Nationals for the NHRA will run September 30th through October 2nd. The annual drag racing weekend is always a big hit in town, and they're doing it even larger this year, with Friday night featuring a concert and fireworks show. As a host of NASCAR, IndyCar, and the NHRA in the same year, Worldwide Technology Raceway finds itself in a league of its own.
Well, it's very unique for the track. It's unique in the United States, and for our region to be the host and the only host in the country for those 3 events is really something that speaks to the strength of our market. We started it off strong with the NASCAR Cup race, and we plan on really finishing it strong with the NHRA.
Every week for 5 on Your Sideline, we try to bring you some of the most interesting matchups in town. And that's what we've got this Friday. Our game of the week features Duchesne from St. Charles coming all the way to the city to face St. Mary's, the defending state champs. Now, Duchesne knows they've got their work cut out for them. It's going to be a big test for the Pioneers against the Dragons. St. Mary's is averaging 42 points a game this year. But 2-2 Duchesne isn't intimidated, and they know this challenge will pay off later in the year.
Being a Class 1 school and playing the schedule we play, we're going to be battle tested week after week after week. But we're not going to see a St. Mary's in the playoffs. We're not going to see a MICDS in the playoffs. So if we can rise to the challenge of these guys and play for 4 quarters like we played for 3.5 against Cardinal Ritter, we'll give ourselves a chance.
Like I said, Blake Snell throwing a no-hitter right now against the Cardinals. Ironically, the last Cardinals no-hitter was 2001. Bud Smith threw it in San Diego. So hopefully we don't see that tonight from the other side.
That's a long time ago. All right, Corey, thanks.